Hey everyone, and welcome to Drone Yoga. Today we'll practice the standing poses of the Ashtanga Vinyasa system as taught by Pattabhi Jois. Well, do it pretty much as it was taught to me by Pattabhi Jois, so make sure that you modify and change whatever you need to do according to your body today. Okay, here we go. Starting with Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step jump, chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking some breaths here. If you need to keep the knees bent, that's okay. Try to lengthen the spine, keeping the belly slightly in and up to help with space for the lower back. And breathe. Looking between the hands, step or jump the feet forward, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, look up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, Yekam, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, Dve. Trini, inhale, lengthen. Chatwari, exhale, jump back. Inhale, Pancha. Exhale, Shat. Breathing. Press all 10 fingers down to the ground. Keep rooting the heels towards the earth. But again, if it's too much, bend the knees. Try to maintain as much length in the spine as you can. Good. Keep breathing. Head and neck relaxed. Looking forward. Sapta, lengthen the spine. Ashtau, forward fold. Inhale, Nava, all the way up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathing for 5. And keep your drishti, your gaze, maybe towards the feet. If it's easy enough, maybe you're looking at your knees. Traditionally, you would be looking at your belly, at your navel, but for most of us, the knees or the feet are good enough. Looking forward, step jump, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Bending the knees, Surya Namaskar B, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Right foot forward. Inhale, Virabhadrasana, Warrior 1. Exhale slowly, all the way down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot forward, right heel down. Inhale, Virabhadrasana Ka. And slowly exhaling all the way down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, so once you come here, maybe you're taking a breath or two to align yourself, but try to also give yourself a few breaths of just being here, present, feeling your body, noticing your breath. Deep breaths. Good. Jumping forward, hips high, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Good. Yekam, inhale, look up, see your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, look a little bit forward. Try to keep the gaze forward as you step or jump, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, look up but not too far up. Exhale, look back. Right foot forward. Gaze follows the hands, Warrior 1. Exhale, back to Chaturanga, gaze a little forward. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right heel down, coming up to the warrior one. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back, lower Chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Keep wrapping the arms, the shoulders in towards the midline. Right? So you have space between the shoulder blades. So you have space between the shoulders and the ears. And if you're stretching the shoulders down, make sure you're not collapsing in the spine. Look between the hands, jump forward, lengthen, look a little up, and exhale, down, head to the knees. Inhale, bending the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthening, look forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot, Virabhadrasana Ka. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Elbows close to the body. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot forward, Virabhadrasana Ka. Gaze up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Belly in. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay. Find the balance in this pose between work and softness. And remember, these poses are alive. Even within the pose, you may do little adjustments as you stay in it, but try not to be forceful. Try to enjoy this as you're doing it. Looking forward, hop, step, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bending the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Great. Let's continue. So hands to the hips, hop the feet apart about hip width. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Take the big toes. Long spine, and exhale, forward fold. If you have room, bend the elbows towards the side in Padangusthasana. Right? The head is reaching down to the ground. It doesn't have to touch the legs. Try to keep space so the shoulders are not too stressing out. Belly is lifted. Keep breathing. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look a bit forward. Switch the hands so the hands are under the feet. Pada Hastasana. And exhale, forward fold. Again, here it's even more important not to create too much tension in the shoulders, right? You're reaching down by lifting the belly and having a feeling of the sitting bones reaching up to the sky, not by pulling with your arms. Gaze is steady, drishti steady. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands to the hips. Inhale, all the way up, Samastitihi. Let's take Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right foot opens to the right, arms up. Reaching way forward, right hand down, left arm up. If you can, take your gaze up towards the right arm. And again, remember that it's pretty important here to open the chest, to keep the body sideways, not to collapse forward or back. And so if your hand is far down but you've compromised your torso, come with the hand a little bit up. You don't have to take the big toe Ashtanga style unless it's comfortable for you to do so. Inhale, coming up. Rotate the feet so you're facing the front of the mat. Reach forward, left hand down, right arm up. And again, if possible, gaze goes up towards the right hand. People sometimes ask me whether the fingers should be together or apart. In Ashtanga, I was taught fingers together. I know that some vinyasa traditions allow the hands to be apart, but I like the sense of energy flowing through the hands, so I keep it together. Inhale, coming up. And again, rotate to the back of the mat for Pravrita Trikonasana. Left hand goes down, if possible, to the outside of the right foot. Right arm goes up, trying to keep the hips somewhat square. Again, if this is too much, use a block underneath the left hand, or you can put the left hand on the leg somewhere. All are good options. Inhale, using bandhas to come up so you stay steady, almost like you're cartwheeling, windmilling the hands. And this time the right arm will go down to the outside of the left foot. You can even keep the left hand on the hip if you want to maintain the square hips, or just feel it and then take it up to the sky. And remember to keep the legs active, so they're really helping you stay steady. Belly is active. The left shoulder keeps opening. Inhale, slowly coming all the way up. And step or jump to the front of your mat, Sama Stitihi. We'll open the feet a little wider this time, preparing for Parshva Konasana. Right hand goes down to the ground next to the right foot, left arm over the head. And as it goes over the head, make sure that the shoulder rotates. It's actually a feeling like you're bringing the arm towards the chest while the chest is opening towards the sky. Back leg is very strong. The gaze traditionally goes to the hand. I like to look up under the armpit as it feels easier on my neck. Inhale, come up. Second side. Left hand next to left foot. If possible, try to keep the left knee bent maybe to 90 degrees. But make sure that if you do that, you're not collapsing in your right hip, in your back leg, right? It's still very active, lifting the hips up to help you open the chest up towards the sky. Maintaining breath, maintaining focus. Inhale, coming up. We're going to go for the revolved one, for the Pravrita Parshva Konasana. Again, many options here. The first thing to do, if this is too much, is to lift the back heel, the left heel, off the ground. Keeping it down is really hard on the hips. Another option may be that the hands are in prayer instead of the full variation. Or maybe even keeping the back knee on the ground for stability. I know this is quite a challenging pose. Inhale, coming up. Rotate the feet, and we'll go across again. Try to take it as deep as you can so that you're reaching the armpit down towards the leg. Left arm over the head forward, right leg strong. And again, trying to twist a little bit in the chest. And breathe. And breathe. Maybe you deepen it slowly as you stay here. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And exhale, coming to the front of the mat, Sama Stitihi. And we'll open the right foot for Prasarita Padottanasana, starting with A, hands on the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen again. And exhale, head towards the ground. And if your head is touching the ground and it's too easy, you can narrow the space between your feet, narrow the distance. If your head is almost on the ground and you're feeling a nice stretch in your legs, stay there, right? It's a good place to be. Breathing. Elbows are pretty parallel to each other. Bandhas are working. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, all the way up. B. Lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Head again towards the earth. Elbows coming close to each other, meaning don't let them just fall to the sides, right? But don't close them so much that you're creating tension in the shoulder blades. So even more important in this pose to use your bandhas since your hands are not supporting you on the ground. Activate your legs, feel your thighs working, your quads. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale here. Inhale, arms up to a T. Exhale, clasp the hands behind the back. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana, C. Slowly taking the arms overhead. If the hands don't go far down or don't even pass the perpendicular to the floor stage, consider using a strap between the hands or a towel so you have more room to open the shoulders. I like to stay here a few extra breaths because I feel like it takes me a little bit of time till my body kind of opens and surrenders into the pose. And it's a very useful pose. Good. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Taking the big toes with your peace sign finger. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, head down towards the earth. Elbows move out to the side. Making sure, again, you're not creating tension in the shoulders. Using bandhas. And breathe. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, all the way up. Step to or jump to the front of the mat. Sama Stiti. Beautiful. Great. Taking the hands behind the back. If you have the reverse namaste, please take it. Otherwise, hold the elbows and open so that the right foot goes towards the back of the mat. There's no need to open a big one like Warrior Two, a little less than that. Squaring the hips, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold, coming into the pose. Trying to lengthen the spine so your drishti, your gaze, goes a little forward towards your toes. It's like you're checking out your toenail, but of course you're not, because you're half enlightened. So you're just staying there focused, listening to the sound of your breath. Back leg is also strong. Inhale, come up, and exhale, turn around. Inhale, really create space, lengthen the spine, and try to come down with this length as you come down. I sometimes call this pose, I love you hamstring pose, right? If you can't have your mind quiet here and just breathing, you can whisper to yourself, I love you hamstrings. I love you hamstrings. I love you hamstrings. Keep breathing while you chant this beautiful mantra. Inhale all the way up, releasing the hands. Take them out to the side and then step to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Now that we've stretched the hamstrings, the back of the thighs, let's balance. So we'll need this stretching. We'll take the right leg up and take the big toes and exhale, forward fold. So as you can see, I'm not forward folding very deeply. I've decided that this is just where I need to go. You can go all the way down, but make sure you have a sense of pretty straight legs and length as much as you can in the spine. You can also hold the knee if this is too much. Many of us will need to hold the knee. Inhale up and exhale, open the right foot towards the right side. Gaze, drishti, goes over to the left side. Keep the belly in, keep your bandhas alive. Breathing. Great. Back to center. Maybe you're forward folding with an exhale, one breath, touch the leg, inhale, back up. Both hands to the hips, point the toes, and stay up. It doesn't really matter if your right foot right now is just 3 inches off the ground. That's fine. You're working on your balance, not really on stretching. Try not to lean too far back with the back, and release down. Great, good news. We have another side. Hopefully you're very excited. If not, be grateful that you have just one more side. Left leg up, exhale, forward fold towards the left leg. And keeping the drishti steady. Imagine if you were an octopus and you had to do this 8 times for 8 limbs. So we only have 2. Pretty easy life. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, opening the left leg to the left side, And if possible, gaze goes to the right side. If you're really unsteady, obviously keep this gaze, the drishti, forward. You don't have to open. Then breathing. Breathing some more. Coming back to center again, not a must. Exhale, forward fold, touch the leg. Inhale, back up, hands to the hips, left leg straight. Breathe. Shoulders relax back. And release down to the ground. Nice, everybody. Another standing pose. Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana. We'll take the right leg, and you can take tree pose if this is a little crazy, because for some of us it is. If possible, right foot, half lotus, left arm binds behind the back, and then slowly forward fold. So the, right hand holds the foot behind the back. Left hand is on the ground. If possible, place the left hand right next to the right foot. Let the head drop down towards the leg and maintain calmness and breath. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale here, and then inhale, come all the way up as if you're in no hurry. Release the right leg and lower it to the ground. Again, how lucky are we that we can do this twice? Left leg comes up, half lotus. Left arm behind the back, holding the left big toe. Lengthen and exhale, forward fold. Right hand goes to the floor next to the right foot. Belly in and exhale, forward fold. Breathing. And so this is still a balancing pose. It's a little easier because maybe you have the right hand down right now, but still keeping the bandhas so you stay steady. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, and then inhale all the way up. And try to release slow and with control. Gorgeous. Let's take a part Surya Namaskar for Utkatasana. Inhale, coming up with the hands, look up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold down, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Jump right into the pose. Jump, bend the knees, open the heart, Utkatasana. So it's really important that the hips move back and down, right? Don't let the knees move too far forward. As you can see, I've got the knees pretty much in line with the toes or even a bit behind. If I would look down, I would see my toes to make sure I'm not putting too much pressure on the knees. Not good for long holds. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen and step, jump back. Good. Inhale, really shine your heart, open up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward for warrior one. Virabhadrasana Ka. Ka is like A in the Sanskrit alphabet. So the arms are powerful up, but the shoulders relax down and away from the ears. The right knee is bending to 90 degrees. Belly slightly in so you don't arch too much in the back. Oh, that was short. Straighten the right leg. Switch to the other side. Left knee bending towards 90 degrees. Heart open. Gaze up at the hands, right? Try to keep the gaze steady up so you're really focused here. And breathe. Opening slow motion. Warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Beautiful. Try to feel the pose. Maybe you're looking to check yourself, but really feel it. And then relax the shoulders. As you can see, I'm feeling like I'm in water, right? The arms are there, but there's not a lot of effort. There's a lot of power, but not a lot of effort. Straightening the left leg, switching over to the right side. Keep the arms up for Virabhadrasana Ka, warrior two. Ka, K-H-A, is B in the Sanskrit alphabet. And finding that softness, that floatingness in the arms. Gazes forward over the right arm and exhale, hands to the ground, step it back. Chaturanga Dandasana, going through your vinyasa, inhale up, exhale down dog. Congratulations, you've completed the standing poses of the Ashtanga Vinyasa system. I can't help it, so let's do just a couple more poses. Sit up in Dandasana and really try to lengthen the spine. You can sit on a block or a blanket if you need to. So we'll end after another pose or so, and if you want to continue and you know your practice, you can continue in whatever you do, the seated poses or anything else. But I just wanted to give you a good guide for the standing poses of the Ashtanga series. From Dandasana, forward fold into Paschimottanasana, the seated forward fold facing west. Take the first slightly easier variation and then inhale, lengthen, and go into a deeper variation. I'm doing only 2. I'll stay a little longer in the second variation. I like to stay in this pose. I find that surrendering and staying a little longer really allows for more opening. And since this will be my last pose here, I'm staying a bit longer. So after this, I'll jump back, take my last vinyasa, and then take Shavasana. Make sure you do take a Shavasana and rest after this, or add a meditation. Thank you, everybody, for your practice, for joining me here today on my practice. And please subscribe and share below. What is your practice? It'll be helpful for me to know, so I'll know how to prepare us for the future. Okay, take good care. Namaste. Ciao.